All right, right now I'm going to talk about a concept called modeling. Basically, what modeling is finding a role model, a mentor, or someone doing something that you want to do. And you're going to pattern yourself after them. You're going to emulate their example, their mannerisms, the things they study, what have you. For instance, suppose you're making $30,000 a year. We're going to talk in terms of finances because most people understand making more money or living in the land of not enough and wanting to go to the next level. Okay, you make $30,000 a year. So you say to yourself, I want to make. Usually people are afraid to stretch themselves, so they'll pick something like, I want to make $60,000 a year. Okay, I had to struggle. I wanted to say 50 because that was closer to the 30 I'm accustomed to receiving. Okay, I'm going to stretch myself to 60,000. So what do? I look out there and I find people who are making $60,000 a year, and I say to myself, what do they do? What do they study? Where do they go? How do they order their day? Okay, from the time they wake up in the morning until the time they go to sleep, what do? How does that differ from what I do? And then I pattern myself after them. I emulate their mannerisms, not necessarily how they act or how they walk, but do they get up in the morning and watch cartoons or read the comics, or do perhaps maybe they go to the internet and look up some of their favorite sites that are giving them information on in subject areas that are going to maybe help them to create or further a business endeavor they're involved in? Do they go and play PlayStation or DS, or do it perhaps they take a class in something that's going to increase their skill level? You got the general idea. Now, what if you really stretch yourself and you say, now, I want to wing this thing. I'm going to go out on a limb. I want to make $500,000 a year. Now, that's a big stretch from $30,000 that we make now, and also from the $50,000 or $60,000 that we allowed ourselves supposedly to stretch before. Now, when we say I want to make $500,000, that's $500,000 in 1 year. First of all, it's very scary because I've never done it before. Everyone you know is going to say, you're a fool. There's no way you are going to make $500,000 a year. You've barely made 30. You had to work around the clock, working 2, sometimes 3 jobs. Well, that's the first mistake because you had a job. You had a wage earner mentality. You were trading off hours for your income. Understand, you're not going to be able to do that. You're going to have to create some sort of business, some sort of private endeavor that you're going to use in order to generate the kind of money that you're going to need. That's step one. Now, in order to lock down on doing that, don't just pick any job, any endeavor, any skill level. You're going to have to find someone that's making $500,000 a year. There are a lot of them. Believe me, they're everywhere. You're going to have to find out what they do. Go to a seminar. Take a class, research them on the internet. When you find out who these people are, you model what they did. There are plenty of magazines, websites, MillionaireBlueprints.com, Entrepreneur Magazine. Everywhere there's stories of guys who've done this kind of thing. Not just guys, but women also. Tremendous role models. And believe me, they were surrounded by plenty of people who said they couldn't do something, naysayers. Once you find these people, you create your day, week, month, basic existence around the same sort of concepts that they express themselves through on a daily basis. What do they do when they get up in the morning? What kind of do they read? If so, what type of things do they read? And after they read, do they check the emails? Do they make contacts? Do they find out what people need certain type of services that they're involved in? What do they do? Do they work ungodly hours around the clock, or do they cut their day off at a certain time? Whatever it is, you got to find out what that is. The concept is called modeling. Now, what I need you to do is to decide what it is that you want to do, what type of lifestyle you want to live, what type of house, what type of car you want to drive, Do you want to spend time with your children? Or do you want to be locked into some kind of job working from sun up in the morning until sundown? Or from can't see in the morning to can't see at night? If that's what you want to do, then more power to you. Personally, I want to have as much time as I can to spend with my family, my children, my beautiful wife. I want to see the world. I want to be able to just sit up on a beach, drinking my favorite drink. In my case, it happens to be cranberry juice with a lime. In your case, it may be a tequila sunrise. But whatever it is, that's what I want to do. I want to have a lot of time to do it. I don't want to take a vacation at the end of 1 year and wait for 2 weeks. I got to work like a slave for 50 weeks and now I'm going to take 2 weeks off. No, I want to spend as much time as I want. If that means 2 or 3 months or an entire season, then so be it. But what do I have to do to get there? Modeling, people. That's what we're talking about. Find your mentor, the person you want to model, and let's get busy. Let's create our reality. We can do this. See you next time.